It is a dark age. A bloody age. An age of war. The gods are cruel, and we are their playthings. But this is no game. It is ceaseless war, with the old world its prize. Many seek the path to victory, but only one can stand glorious over all. From the Badlands come the orcs and goblins, a green tide of brutal creatures that must be stopped. In Sylvania, the dead rise again. The Vampire Counts march forth. The mighty dwarf kingdoms, long thought diminished, are resurgent under their high king. And at the old world's heart stands the Empire. Karl Franz must prove worthy of the Warhammer. Then there is chaos. Its corrupting, changing taint despoils all before it. Only the strongest will endure. War is upon us. It is unending.
Hello and welcome. So, Total War Warhammer, yay! So, slightly different opening to what we had before. Well, it's not slightly different, it's slightly different narration. So, I've had a little play as the Empire and Vampire Counts. Literally as the Empire, it's near enough, I'm just sat there in the Reichland. I've got Wissenland under my control as well, but I'm near enough to sat there, building up power. And I've had a little play as the Vampire Counts as well, who we're going for. Why? Because I like my vampires. Although I'm more of an elf person, vampires are my next favourite, so we're going to go for hard, and we're going to be going for Manfred von Karsten. I'm not going to do the introduction, but let us start the campaign.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave. The old world, the rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of lore to those with such power. Vampire Counts of the von Karstein bloodline. My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
Okay, so that was the introduction movie for the Vampire Counts. I must say that Manfred is definitely one of my most favourite characters of the entire series. It's just a shame that he seems to be so nerfed fluff-wise. He's made out to be the most intelligent and cunning of all of the Vampire Counts, and yet his stories just seemed rushed. Especially at the end of the Vampire Wars, in which he was defeated at Hel Fen. Or should say, finally defeated at Hel Fen. Oh well, still one of my favourite characters. Loved his old look. Not as big a fan on his new look, but it can work. It can work. It's just a shame what they did to him at the end of the End Times as well. It's like, seriously? Oh, he's been a pawn of chaos all the time. Yeah, chaos. Yeah. Seriously, can it load faster?
Castle Drakenhof is back in your hands, my unliving sire. Yet you have many enemies, both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Tempelhof brood control the lands to the north as far as the River Ster. Conflict with them is inevitable, but your will is indomitable. Take their lands, burn their crypts, and deploy their own dead against them. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out in time. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Glory shall be yours, if you are ambitious enough to seize it.
Okay, so engage the enemy. Tempelhof brood must be crushed in battle. Yep, okay. Let's have a quick look at the map. Huge, huge area. So we have a border princess down to the south. Swarovskofen, so Sylvania Avaland stretches down to the mountains and the Blackfire Pass. There's a London corner there, into the Black Mountains and the Grey Mountains, and Ostermark above us. So we're definitely going to have to be cautious of the Zufbar dwarfs, because of long history of war with them, if I remember rightly. But dwarves anyway have always come to the aid of the Empire, and they definitely helped aid the Empire against Manfred and his brother Conrad. Got Ostermark to the north and Stirland to the west. Stirland's probably going to be the bigger one that's going to want to go to war with me first, but it just depends on our borders and their own internal strife. So, technology-wise, Library Necronomica. So this is for crypt ghouls and horrors, Khan wraiths, hex wraiths. So I'm going to go for the Book of Archon first, because that strengthens skeletal units and Graveguard. So let's see, what do we want? could go straight for units and get like the Devoured Khans for Crypt Ghouls or Sinister Corpse so they can get Vargheists. Alternatively as well, we can go for the Tarnished Gold Mine and get some more black magic. Though I would love to stimulate my economy, I really want some monstrous units because unfortunately the undead units aren't that strong. Not until you get up to like the Vargolfs and such. Yeah, 46 attack, 24 for Felbats. Felbats are kind of weak. So yeah, with Skeleton Warriors, Ghouls are definitely better. Better hand to hand. We can get Skeleton Spearmen. One thing I definitely do not like about this game is sieges. Once a town gets a certain size and has its walls, it's OP'd. The towers are too strong. You don't have the flexibility you did in any other games where you get to surround the town and attack it like that. It's literally just a wall with a town on the other side, and you've got to assault it, and the cannons can hit you from across the thing. And it doesn't matter if you're Vampire Count or Empire, it's got cannons. So that's going to do that. So, do I go for gold or do I go for units? Stronger melee units. I'm going to go for some stronger melee units. So let's see. Zombies are very weak, but they make up for that in just being a flesh wall. So let's go fight our first battle against Dictor the Stickler the No-Nose. Yes, he has no nose. Get over it, people. But if he has no nose, how does he smell? He smells awful. Completely awful. Come on, he's a vampire. He's probably got dried blood. Hangs around in graves. So definitely an advantage for, well, disadvantage of the Vampire Counts is, as in the lore, if they are removed, the leadership ones are removed, then the rest of the army starts to crumble away slightly. So they've kind of added to that, although in bigger battles and with monstrous creatures it doesn't exactly work out. So, but yeah, for many of the sieges I'm just going to probably be avoiding them as often as possible. So, let's stack up our skeletons here. Zombies for the flank. Ghouls in the wood. Vargolf. Bats. And Manfred. So, let's have a quick look at our units before we go. So, our skeleton warriors. So, skeletons with swords. These will be a good counter against the Empire swordsmen. I love the fact blue for the magic eyes and such, because it seems to be a thing of you painted green to chaosy, warpstone-y colours. It's like, I don't want it green, I want it blue. Yes, as you can see, I get very finicky about these things. Zombies. Oh, hi cat. You can't judge me right now. I'm talking. Bats. Bats are kind of useless, but they're very good for holding up enemies. Where's our ghouls? Crypt ghouls. Look at these smelly buggers. Barely sentient and cannibalistic. Oh yes, and don't forget our Vargulf. Seriously, why are her ribs exposed a bit? Giant bat is a giant vampire. Especially a vampire on steroids. And Manfred von Carstein. So, let's move up our zombies. The skeletons. Get everyone moving. This is one thing that does make me laugh. Absolute unison marching from the skeletons. Yeah, ghouls are actually quite cowardly creatures. They'd rather feast on the dead and the weak and the injured than actually directly fight anything. But they can be bound to a vampire or a necromancer's will due to how weak their sense of will is. Here are zombies having a run. It's good that they're kind of slow, but zombies don't run. I'd have thought that their joints would have been too weakened. And here comes our Vargulf. And Manfred just chilling. Oh yeah. But yeah, I want to get rid of the enemy vampire counts quickly. But at the same time, I want to take my time just to get stronger units, better economy. But if I leave the enemy vampire counts too long, they get more monstrous creatures. They get Vargulfs, Vargeists, and the Vargeists are terrible to try and counter at times, unless you've got a lot of spears. Let's hurry this up. So let's start bringing you around like so. Play. Let's get him up there fast. Squeaky, squeaky bats! Flapty, flapty, flap. It's as big as a chariot, and he's big and he's hungry. I shall name him Bob. No, I have no idea what I'm going to call him. Let's bring zombies around for a flanking move. Oh, looks like you're pulling back, are you? Do not let them. Okay, so where are you gonna be? Zombies. I'll go for him. And I've caught you, zombies. Okay, so Spirit Leech. Whoa. And the wolves have come in. Dun, 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 dun. Vargolf smash! Seriously, these wolves are doing some serious damage to me.
Attend me!
Oops. Actually didn't really want to do that one. Come on, Mr. Vargolf, get out. Plough through them and go straight for Dietrich. Dun, 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 dun. Vampire versus Super Steroid Vampire! Leech some of his life. Lord under attack. Ghouls can come in now for a flanking maneuver. Go for those zombies. Ghoul smash! And Dietrich is dead. And I accidentally clicked end straight away then, but ho-hum. So, although the dire wolves actually hit ghouls pretty hard, the ghouls got the most kills. So that just shows that the ghouls are very strong. Well, against the early stages. Good anti-infantry though, so... Wow, Manfred got 30 kills to himself. Not bad, but as soon as there starts to be monstrous infantry... so crypt horrors, which are basically ghouls on steroids. And Vargeists. Decisive victory. Loot gained. Plenty. A talisman of endurance. That's good. Let's dominate our captives. Okay, so mission was successful. Capture Eshin. Ooh, I think he's just outside, so I could finish him off.
I grow impatient.
No, I can't finish him off.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Maybe I can stack things a bit more in my favour.
Come, impress me.
Restless Dead, I like the movement range for that one. So, let's go to it again. Okay, the odds are just slightly out of my favour. But... that's annoying with someone. That must be the garrison force. Yeah, that's the garrison force. So, because he's got a unit, a named unit, that can give plenty of leadership still. So I've got to wipe out that entire unit of zombies. But, let's get to it. Because I absolutely do not want to fight sieges in this game anymore. If the cannon towers weren't there, it would be fine. If it was still set up in the old way, it would be fine. Because the towers in the last one, in Attila and Total War, yeah, okay, they were strong, but they weren't cannon towers. Yeah, they could cause you some damage, but they wouldn't decimate your army. So we've got to try and move fast to intercept got these free, remove those free completely. Probably just send out the Vargolf to try and deal with the vampire. Just smash him out of existence and then try to deal with the others as and when needed. And then Tempelhof should be easy enough to capture, to take, with even this sort of force. Gamble. Okay, so they're going to be coming in behind me. That actually works in my favour, because then I can bog them down with my zombies. Zombies are just basically throwaway units. Let's get them in there as well. Vargolf. Bats.
Hearken to my will.
Manfred. Okay. Come on, straight away and bog them down. So there's the Lord already. Go deal with those bats. All of you go deal with that.
Address me as master. Not undead.
Okay, let's bring him in round behind and smash that Lord. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I serve me.
Come on, smash him. Smash him, good. Go straight for them. Oh, that's a spearman. Not battling around. So let's bring you up. So is their Lord gone now? I cannot see him. Let's slow it down. Skeleton Spearman, let's get him out of them. Zombies, zombies, skeleton warriors. Fell bats, zombies. He's there, so try to deal with Grigor. Some leadership.
Attend me. I am the greatest.
Send you against the skeleton warriors.
What? I am the true emperor.
Let's see, how's Mr. Grigor? 110, okay.
These lands are mine. I bring over all.
Oh, all my zombies have got near enough gone, which is fine with me. Okay, looks like critical binding is just being destroyed there. Let's pull back my crypt ghouls. Come on, punish him.
My cure is dead.
Let's the infection of the Greg. Let's get my ghouls well out of this. Because I like my ghouls, I want them to live. But it appears that they're going to be caught anyway, regardless. It's okay, it's bringing them out. Come on, run, 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 run. So how are you still holding off?
Unfaithful Costa.
Well, my ghouls are now toast. They just don't want to run away. That's fine though, come on. Igor's still hanging in there.
Mortals quail.
Let's get you out of here, Lord.
For a knife. Swift as death's wings.
Do the spearmen a little.
Anhel's dies regard.
Igor.
We surpass Nagash.
Now Nagash, as you've heard, is being said quite a bit. Nagash is the original necromancer. He's the original one who summoned the dead and brought the dead back to life. Okay, it appears that Grigor is now no more. So everyone's now crumbling.
Slaughter them.
Which is awesome.
Empower me.
So there's that brings something back to life.
I hunger.
And victory! So basically, tactics for the Vampire Counts, if you're ever having to fight them, is go for their leaders. However, once they've got enough higher tiered units, however, the crumbling isn't as effective. So you'd need to go for other things. So you'd have to literally beat all the monstrous creatures and the leadership. But for early tactics, going for the leaders is good enough. So, let's see. They have none left to fight with. That is awesome. So that means that Templehof will be now mine. It has been reclaimed for the glory of the Vampire Counts. Of the von Carsten line. I was about to say the Manfred line. This is like, no, it's not the Manfred line. Ah, my headset was a little uncomfortable. My ears feel like they're about to escape. So, let's dominate the captives. Enemy killed. Obsidian lodestone. Treasure eye! Yay!
Your last mistake.
So,
None shall live. Obliterate.
and he's just out of moves. So we're gonna have to end the turn. That means he's gonna get suddenly stronger now. Oh, he's run away! Yay!
Never.
Come.
So, Temple Hof, do you actually have? Damn it, it looks like they've gotten their garrison back. Which is very annoying.
Destroy them.
So, let's go for a battering ram.
Wipe them out.
So, that'll be another turn before that's going to be done. So, what is there? They're still growing. Then I can go for Fort Orvestor, then up to Eshin, and upwards. These guys will be an issue, but I shall wait. Dwarves of Zofbar! What do you want? Oh, and some orcs as well.
Hand me my sword. Bring war.
Okay, so let's auto-resolve this. Oh my god, is my Vargolf dead? Or is it just alive?
Darkness comes.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to the north and west. There you may feast, for the living are plentiful.
Yes, the living aren't very plentiful in Sylvania. Oh my god, he only just lived. Just barely. Ah.
Never.
So the Swive Slaves have come up here to the north. Let's see, so what we're going to put here... Seems to be a timber, so... Special resource, Forester Shack. Income will increase with that. I might actually go for that. I need a better income. It's now going to be a bit of a waiting game because I want to... Ah! Wet cat! Wet cat! Seriously, why do cats only want to give you attention when they're wet? Or when you're at a computer? Ah, I've got a wet arm! Yeah. Anyway, so... Manfred is a good mixture of... He's both an offensive and a spellcaster support. So... What to go for him? So... If we go for the Inviction of Nurek, he can get these things to like raise dead. He can get a free unit of couple of free units of zombies, which is really good. And I think really goes for what fighting Vampire Counts are like.
I hunt.
So, I'm gonna get some timber there. Let's have a look at diplomacy actually.
It is always a pleasure, a dubious pleasure.
Let's see if you'll go for a non-aggression pact if I give you some coin. Because I just don't want my flank to be exposed just yet. Why have I gone for a trade agreement? They're definitely not going to want a trade agreement. Let's try 15. Maybe later. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my cat bringing a toy in and wanting to meow at me. Because she's wet.
I'll hear words from that unliving throat, but I make no promises that I won't draw my sword.
Okay, so nothing from them. Okay, so... yeah, as you've probably already noticed, the undead's greatest weakness is they have no ranged units. Other than their magic. Oh, and it looks like Stirland has captured Fort Overstry. It was originally a Stirland fortress to begin with anyway.
I refuse. Ready.
But I'm actually going to end the recording here. I hope you've enjoyed. This is God Serenity, and take it easy.